Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Mumma Magma Yoga and to day 3 of your chair yoga series. Today, we are bringing some love to the gut, to the digestion, to everything happening in the center of the body. So we're going to try to create some flow today, help us with digestion, help us with elimination, help us to feel really good in this area of our body. That doesn't mean we're doing core. What we're doing is stimulating digestive flow. So we'll be doing quite a few twists, that kind of thing. As you can see today, I have some extra props with me. I've got an extra chair, so I invite you to find an extra chair, something that doesn't have armrests on it. And if you're practicing on a linoleum floor or a wood floor or anything like that, I invite you to make sure that this secondary chair is pushed right up against a wall so that it can't move. Otherwise, I invite you to practice on a mat or on a carpeted surface. As you can see, I also have a block here. This is optional. If you don't have a yoga block, then maybe you want to find a nice thick hardcover book, a dictionary, something like that. We're just going to use it to maybe lift the earth up to us. You don't need it. If you can bring your hands to the floor from a seated position, then you probably won't need it. I find that it's nice and comfortable. It helps with some of the movements that we're going to do. So take it or leave it, explore. If you need to pause the video and go and find something when we get to this part, then by all means do so. Allow yourself to take time and explore again. All right, so we're gonna find our way to our seat, set ourselves up nice and good, make sure we've got everything ready and that we feel like we can get into our flow. We'll move ourselves away from the back of the chair, so scooching our butt forward a little bit, grounding down through our feet, sitting up nice and tall. Then we'll bring our right hand to the lower right belly. We're going to go in a clockwise motion here, giving ourselves a nice massage up towards the rib cage, over to the left side of the belly, and then down and around through the bottom part of the belly. So you're just making big circles in a clockwise direction here and stimulating that belly. Now this can be a nice light pressure. You can feel in with your fingertips a little bit more. Start to stimulate the digestive flow. So if you find yourself backed up, at any point, if you've eaten a big meal and you're feeling bloated, this is one action that you can take to help stimulate the digestive tract and get things moving again. So we're just doing this for a few more times here, playing around, maybe closing our eyes, and letting ourselves come into our practice, sending some love to that belly. Bringing all our attention to all the organs of the digestion. Imagining that food breaking down in the stomach, that it's being processed through the small intestine nicely, that it eliminates with ease, and that all toxins and waste are able to flush out of the system. Give it one more here. And then we'll let that come to a rest. Let the arm relax, maybe roll that shoulder. And then we're going to bring our hands to our knees or to our thighs, whatever works best here. And we're going to try moving with the center of the belly. So right underneath where the rib cage meets, right underneath your sternum or your breastplate, we're going to see if we can move with this area of the body. You're just experimenting here. This might feel a little bit weird at first. So we're going to send the center of the belly back, rounding through the spine. Then we're going to take it over to the left and see if we can push the belly forward, arching the back and around to the right. So we're trying to make nice big circles here just with the belly. So we're not moving the whole torso here. We're seeing if we can just find movement from the center part of our belly, from our torso. Give it 2 more in this direction, going left first, forward, and then to the right and back. One more, left and forward, right and back. Let's take it in the other direction. You might notice that you get the burps, that things start to move. That's okay. Hopefully you're in the comfort of your own home and you can let one rip if you need to. So we're going right, forward, left, and back. Getting the spine involved too. And taking it a couple more times here, just experimenting, letting ourselves explore what's going on here. One last time. And around and back. Find your way to your nice tall seat. When you're ready, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Nice lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drape the belly over the thighs. Let yourself soften down. If you need to widen those knees, by all means do so. We're just seeing if we can stimulate the digestion here by pressing the belly into the thighs, letting the shoulders round forward, the back of the neck become nice and long. See if you can take a nice deep breath here. Inhale in. Exhale, side out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, press into your feet, rise back up, find your way to your nice tall seat. Then we'll reach our fingertips up towards the sky as best as we can. Remember, maybe it's only here. On an exhale, right hand to left knee, left fingertips, grab the chair behind us wherever we can. Maybe it's the seat, maybe it's the back of the chair, maybe it's really behind us. We're seeing if we can pull back with that left shoulder, push the right shoulder forward, sit up nice and tall with an inhale. And exhale, journey into that twist. See if you can look past that left shoulder. Maybe hug your belly button towards your spine. You've got this. One more breath. And then we'll bring it back through center, seeing if we can send those fingertips back up towards the sky as best as we can. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to right knee. Right hand grabs the chair wherever it can. Maybe the seat, maybe the back of the chair, maybe to the top of that back of that chair. Pull back with the right shoulder. Push forward with the left. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, see if you can take your gaze past that right shoulder. Maybe hugging your belly button towards your spine. Now just gently allow yourself to unravel. Come back through center. Feel that lower back. It probably will feel something. Roll out through the shoulders if you need to. And then we're going to take our feet nice and wide here. We're going to scooch our bum towards the edge of our seat so that our thighs have lots of space here. We've got lots of space on the floor in front of us. And here's where we might bring in our block or our book. If you want to go and grab one, you're more than welcome to do so. Bringing the block to the floor right underneath us. On an inhale, we're going to reach the fingertips up as best as we can. And on an exhale, we're going to bring our hands to the floor or to that book or that block. Readjust your sits bones if you need to. Press into your feet. And let yourself bow your forehead down for a moment here, round through your spine. Maybe you sway side to side. Hands can really plant on the floor or on that block. Then we're going to push into the floor or that block, straighten through our arms so our torso is halfway lifted from the earth. Ground down through your left palm underneath your nose, and when you're ready, right fingertips are going to lift up. Now maybe they only come halfway. Maybe you're able to lift them up even higher. Just see if you can find your range of motion here, hugging the belly button towards the spine. A nice inhale in. Exhale, right hand comes back down. We plant that right hand on the floor, brick or block or book. And when we're ready, left fingertips, see if they can rise. Opening out to the side, maybe lifting up a little bit taller. Pulling back, seeing if we can face our palm in the same direction as our gaze. A nice inhale in here. And exhale, float it all the way down. Push into your feet, lift all the way back up. Oh, we found our way here. Readjust your sits bones on the chair. Bring your feet back into the midline for a moment if you need to. You don't need the block or the book anymore, so you can kick it out of the way. And then we're going to open just the right knee out to the side as wide as we can. So right knee is going to point out to the right as best as we can. Then we're going to straighten through the left knee and see if we can open that leg as wide as possible. You might need to shift your sits bones around on the earth. See if you can plant that left foot as best as you can, toes pointing forward. Now, if you have limited range of motion in your hips, that foot might need to wiggle forward a little bit. You're just seeing if you can open the legs as wide as you can with the right knee bent and the left leg as straight as it will go. We're going to bring the right forearm to the top of the right thigh, lean to the right, and extend our left fingertips out past our crown. Finding our version of extended side angle here, we're going to see if we can pull back with the left shoulder, maybe take our gaze up towards the ceiling underneath that left armpit. Engage the core again. One more breath. Then we'll lift up back nice and tall. Bring that left hand to the left thigh or knee, wherever it reaches. Right fingertips reach up. And then we're seeing if we can lean towards that left leg. Ooh, if you find a cramp, let that leg adjust and then come back into it. See if you can lean to the right or to the left, as much as possible. Remember that right hand can always come to the waistline whenever we're doing any of these kind of reaches. You're just seeing if you can find a nice side bend. Then we'll come back through center. Let that arm rain down. Bring both legs back into the center line. Readjust our sits bones if we need to get comfortable. Then open the left knee out to the left side as best as we can, planting that foot. Straighten through the right leg, send that right leg out beside us as best as we can, seeing if we can plant that whole foot on the floor, toes pointing forward. Just doing our best here. Nicely done. Left forearm to the top of the left thigh. Reach through the right fingertips or right hand to the waistline. Pull back with that right shoulder and see if you can look up towards the ceiling. Nicely done. We'll lift ourselves all the way back up through center. Woo. Right hand to right knee or thigh. Left fingertips reach or come to the waistline. And we see if we can lean towards that right leg, opening through the left side of the body. Nice. Let yourself unravel. Come back through center. Drag those legs back into the center line. Find your nice seat. Make sure your sits bones are on the edge of your seat. I'm just backing up a little bit here so that those thighs have a lot of space. Then we're going to do a version of a bird dog here. So we're sending our palms out in front of us. Shoulders are plugged into their sockets, so pull those shoulders back a little bit. Then we're going to lift the right arm up towards the sky as best as we can. Inhale in. Exhale, left knee comes up towards the chest. Right arm comes back down to the midline. Inhale, lift the right arm, set the left foot down. Exhale, right arm back down to shoulder height, left knee into chest. Inhale to lift and set that left foot down. Exhale, right hand, shoulder height, left knee in. Last one. Inhale to lift and set that foot down. Exhale, knee into chest, right arm comes in line with the shoulder. We interlace our fingertips, catch that shin or the back of the thigh, and see if we can pull that knee in towards our chest and bow our knee towards our nose, rounding through the spine. One more breath here. Then we'll let ourselves unravel. Come back through center, let that left foot come to the earth, find our nice tall seat, and we'll take that little ditty to the other side. Arms out in front of you, shoulder height. Lift the left arm up towards the sky as best as it can. We inhale in. Exhale, lift the right knee towards the chest, bring the left arm shoulder height. Inhale to lift and set the right foot down. Exhale, arm to shoulder height, knee in towards the chest. Inhale, foot down, arm up. Exhale, knee to chest, arm shoulder height. Last one, inhale, foot down, arm up. Exhale, knee in, shoulder height with that left arm. We interlace the fingertips. Grab that shin, that knee, or the back of the thigh. Hug the knee in towards the chest as best as you can. Knee to nose, round through the spine. Nicely done. Bring it back through center. Let that left or right foot come back down to the earth. And now we're going to engage our other chair. So I'm going to turn and I'm going to bring myself pretty close to that chair so that my knees aren't quite touching it. There's maybe about an inch of space between my knees and that other chair. Beautiful. I'm going to bring my right foot to the chair, and then I'm going to see if I can open my right knee out to the side and shimmy my right foot towards the left side of that other chair. So right knee is open out to the side. We've got this. We're going to see if we can bring our right hand to our shin or to the chair, whatever it reaches. And we'll see if we can open our left fingertips up towards the sky. Maybe you press your right elbow into that right shin. Pull back with that left arm. Remember, hand can be on the waistline. Nice. Bring it back through center. Gorgeous. Float that right knee back up through center, planting that right foot on the chair, wherever it can, seeing if we can sit up nice and tall. And then we'll take our right hand towards the back of our chair, hook our left elbow on that right knee. So maybe we have to adjust ourselves a little bit here. Find where we can grab onto the back of that chair. We're pulling back with the right shoulder, forward with the left, twisting towards that right knee. Nicely done. Bring it back through center. Oh yeah, let that right foot come back down to the earth. Taking it to the other side, left foot comes to the chair. We let the left knee open out to the side and we scooch that left foot to the right side of that other chair. So we're finding a figure 4 position here. Then we're seeing where that left hand can go. Maybe it comes to the shin and we grab the shin. Maybe we're able to plant that left palm on the chair. Then we see if we can reach back with those right fingertips and pull back with that right shoulder. Remember, hand can be on the waistline. Fingertips can be on the waistline. Gorgeous. Let yourself come back through center. Bring that left knee in towards the chest, resting the sole of the foot on that other chair. We're hooking right elbow on left knee, grabbing the back of our chair with our left hand wherever it can. Maybe it just hooks on. Maybe we really see if we can twist into it. See if we can pull back with that left shoulder, forward with the right shoulder. Hug that right or left knee in towards the chest. Nicely done. Come back through center. Let yourself unravel. Bring that left foot back down to the earth. Then we'll bring both hands to that other chair. See how far forward you can bring those palms. So mine come about halfway towards the back of the chair. We're going to lift up with our left fingertips once again, seeing if we can open to the left. And on an exhale, we're going to take that left hand, thread it underneath the right arm, and see if we can bring that left shoulder down towards the chair. So maybe it doesn't come very far. Maybe your left arm has to rest on that right leg, and you only find a little bit of a twist here. Maybe you're super flexy and that shoulder can come all the way down. Push into your right hand and see if you can pull back with that right shoulder, twisting your chest as far to the right as possible. Let yourself unravel, come back through center, bringing the left hand back to the chair. Wiggle around if you need to. Grab on wherever feels good onto that chair so that you can lift up nice and tall. Ground down through the left hand, right fingertips rise, pull back with that right shoulder. Inhale in. Exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left. That right arm maybe just rests on that left leg. Maybe it's able to come to the chair, and maybe we're able to drop that shoulder down towards the chair, opening our chest towards the left side. Press into that left hand, pull back with that left shoulder. See if maybe you can look up towards the ceiling. Gorgeous, my friend. Bring it back up through center. Ooh, let yourself rise on up. And now we're going to take a forward fold. So I invite you to scoot your chair back just a little bit, maybe about 12 inches, so that there's about a foot's worth of space between your knees and the other chair. And then you're just going to bring your heels, your feet to that other chair. Notice what's going on here. You might start to round through the spine. All of a sudden it's like we're sitting on the floor, kind of the purpose. But maybe you have to move your sits bones towards the back edge of your chair to allow yourself to sit up nice and tall. Now you might already be feeling a stretch. That's okay. We're going to see if we can sit up nice and tall and engage our core, pulling the belly button towards the spine. When we're ready, we'll inhale to reach. And on an exhale, we're just going to see how far forward we can bend. So maybe for some of us, we're just bringing our hands to our knees and it's a micro bend. Maybe for some of us, we can crawl the fingertips towards the feet, onto the shins, bow our forehead down. Maybe some of us can grab onto the toes and really find a stretch here. But this is mostly about rounding the belly towards the thighs. Breathing nice and deep here. Try not to leave your breath behind. Let that breath palpate all the organs of the belly. Press against the thighs as best as it can. Last breath here. As you're ready, slowly rise on up. Find your way to your tall seat. Take those legs off of that other chair. Oh, nicely done. I'll rearrange so that you can see me better, but you do what works best for you. Find your way back to your seat. Let that lower back press into the back of the chair. You can even let yourself lean back if you'd like to. See if you can ground down through your feet. And we're going to take 3 nice deep belly breaths here. I invite you to imagine that on your inhales, or to feel into and explore that when you inhale, the belly expands. And when you exhale, you drive your belly button towards your spine using your core muscles to push all the organs back. So we're going to see if we can play with that. Inhale in, expand that belly. Exhale, push the belly button towards the spine. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Let the breath return to normal. Let your shoulders relax. Let yourself lean into the back of your chair. Soften through your jaw. Let your legs relax. Take a little moment here to imagine that everything that you eat for the rest of the day is properly digested, moves through the system, nutrients absorbed. Everything is released how it should be. And that your gut and your tummy feel great. You have energy, your emotions are stabilized, and that you can take on the rest of your day with ease. Perhaps you say to yourself, I love my body. I am strong. I am capable. Bring the palms together at heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, thumbs to third eye. We bow to each other. We bow to our practice. We bow to the amazing capacity of our bodies. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have good flow over the next couple of days. Don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe to my channel for more yoga content. I can't wait to see you, my friends. Next time is day 4, our final video in this series. And let's have some fun with it. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this series is going for you. And I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day.